see who's the one who's gonna move on to top 6.
Yeah. As said before, each match has pretty good amount of TWC points on the line here. So this could be crucial. We'll see.
Looking at these fun facts, one thing I just want to say, for Doremy, I'm pretty sure the snail is just in reference to them like not being as fast as a player as everyone else. I'm not sure what was said earlier about that, but I mean, I feel like that makes the most sense to me personally.
Escargot.
Yeah.
But what does escargot mean? Wait, I'm still lost.
yeah, I do not know. Yeah, Dormy said you'd be correct. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Ducklife, on the other hand, with the only up any percent PB, 23 minutes. I mean, I've heard that game is pretty popular recently in the speedrun category, so I mean, I guess that is impressive, but I mean, what matters here is the Tetra at least.
Yeah, the only up will not help you here. This is a different game.
I mean, I guess if you want to like up stack only up, but like at some point you need to go down as well.
Yeah, you don't want to go down and only up. It was like a fighting game. You fall and then you lose a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we can see Duck going down a bit here already, so.
Gotta go down for the cheese.
Yeah. Dormy also cheesed up a bit right now as well. Gets down through it in time, but Duck is building up that massive spike. Dormy managed to cancel it nicely. Duck, I'm not sure if that was a misshot or an intentional fractal setup, but I mean, it worked nicely. But I mean, Dormy is still timing perfectly.
Definitely pulling it out here. I think like Duck's traditionally been known as like a speed player, right? So yeah. For Dormy, like this timing is pretty useful.
Yeah, but I feel like Dormy has learned to handle a lot of speed players at this point. They've played like promo a lot from what I've heard, and then earlier they played Wessel and won as well, so they know how to get it going. But I mean, we can see Duck is top 8 for a reason, and they are not stopping with this speed right now. And Dormy is cheesed up so much right now, getting sent right to the top, trying to find a down stack, but it just isn't enough. Duck just keeps sending pressure and wins that warm-up.
I think like Dormy was one piece off from living there, but not quite.
Yeah. To be honest, I was like so engrossed I completely forgot that was warm-up. So we'll actually get the match started here, but I mean, if that warm-up wasn't clear enough, we're gonna see some good gameplay right now. As to be expected here.
Yeah, and ooh, nice 21 spike from Doc. That's just gonna be it. Dormy doesn't quite have to...
covers up that well with that O piece right there, and you can't do anything at that point. So Duck right there taking a quick one. Looks like both of them going for the TD setups right there. Duck managed to get the PC. Dormy managed to live just a bit there to at least cancel some of it. But Duck right now is starting to build that back-to-back. We'll see if they manage to maintain it. Well, Dormy makes it all the way down, working with a lot of clean garbage right here, but still being pressured so much right now by Duck.
So, a lot of damage. Dormy has to squeeze every single bit out of all these pieces with that multiplier. He's gonna get into a better position, though. That donation works out really well, but Duck is still alive. Fractal comes out. The DT!
Yeah, Dormy, the one starting to build that back-to-back right now, but has to break it there. I'm not sure if that was a miss shot or intentional, but lets Duck survive a little bit longer. Looks like Duck has some clean to work with, but a lot of cheese right under that. We'll see if they start down-stacking through it while Dormy is up on the top of their board right now. And then Dormy misdropping that T-piece, fixes it nicely, but in the meantime is sent all the way up to the top right now by Duck.
Yeah. So much clean going back and forth right now. Doremy was thinking about the DT, that definitely would have plugged up as well.
I mean, Dormy's definitely a DT fan. I feel they've already done it like twice so far, and it's been one round, or the second round, I guess. So definitely known for it, but I mean, when the time calls for it, it'll definitely be done. But for right now, all Dormy needs is that back-to-back, and that huge 23 spike, I believe, was enough to send Duck to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, and suddenly the game's even again. Here comes the DT, as mentioned. It's gonna get the PC first.
Yeah, Duck looping right there. Not enough to actually kill right there, but it does send Dormy to the top, but maybe that's not good right here, because Dormy has that back-to-back going a bit right there. Makes it down all the way to the bottom. Duck also having that back-to-back, but misdropping that eyepiece is not great for them. But they do make it down nicely. But then Dormy makes it down even nicer with that counter spike into another DT.
DTs this set are going crazy. Dormy's using it to build up the back-to-back. Well, this is solid.
Yeah, has that 10 to back-to-back going already. Ducklife getting a bit of their own. We'll see if it's enough. But Dormy is sent to the top, has to cancel out of it, letting Duck make it, and Dormy just not able to get down fast enough, and Duck takes another one there. I feel like Dormy was like the one pressuring for a lot of that round there, but Duck timing it perfectly enough to actually spike out when Dormy's in a bad position. Dormy with the PCs now, though, but maybe a little too greedy with them, doesn't get the next one, and this allows Duck to have so much clean to work with and just counter spikes perfectly and gets another fast win in there.
Yeah, Duck starting to take the lead, but Dormy going for the PC doesn't quite get the follow-up. This is still pretty decent.
Yeah, I feel like Dormy, I don't think the PCs are working out for them. I am a fan of PCs personally myself, but I don't think Duck is phased at all right here. Seems to be doing just fine, and I think it's up to Dormy getting back-to-back going, getting the timing right in here. But right now, Duck has a spike built and ready to go. Nice 12 right there, keeping that back-to-back, and Dormy is getting sent to the top. Just barely surviving, getting a nice little bit of a combo there. But still getting pressured so much right now. But Ducklife has to break that back-to-back, and right now dealing with a lot of cheese there. And Dormy gets another one.
Yeah, Dormy survives really well there. Just staying clean. Staying calm.
Cool, calm, collected.
Wonder if Dormy was... Wait, I think that was save I. There just wasn't, like, the right amount of garbage, but...
Yeah.
Dormy might have been farming for something.
I mean...
what?
Yeah, but right now we see farming is Duck right here with all of these attacks going for DPS, sending so much and still keeping that back-to-back going. But Dormy has a really nice clean board state right now, able to keep at least tanking it and canceling here nicely, forcing Duck to break back-to-back here.
Yeah. There's a bit of cheese on Dormy's side, and that misdrop isn't gonna help things. Dormy barely makes it through, gets that multiplier. Still at the very top, but oh, the counter.
That down stack was beautiful by Dormy there. Just sending so much right there, and Duck just not in a good position to down stack through it. And Dormy ties it right back up.
Super well done. But now Duck is going to have an opener while Dormy like misdrops, but Dormy's gonna be able to get through it in time. Using that garbage perfectly.
Yeah, even with the two PCs, Dormy was just in a better position afterwards, but I mean, currently they're struggling a little bit. Built that C-spin perfectly right there. gets through it in time. Timing right now, it seems, while Duck is building back-to-back. Not sure if it's the best idea, but, I mean, Doremy is still alive here, just barely clinging on to life right here, and is not able to get through it.
I'm not quiet. Duck's gonna keep up that pressure. Doremy has good survival, but in that case, it just wasn't quite enough there.
Yeah, Ducklife getting another PC there, but it doesn't make a difference. I feel like we're seeing a common trend at this point with PCs and their lack of ability. But I mean, you can see they're doing some amazing stuff regardless of the PCing or not. Doremy trying to get through that 9-0 well right there has to cancel their back-to-back, while Duck, on the other hand, has a nice 6-3 well going, starting to build some back-to-back here. We'll see if they manage to maintain it in time. But Doremy has a nice STST set up, managed to cancel everything and send even more right there.
Yet again, the game is tied up.
Yeah, Duck was like, had a tiny lead right there at the start, but Doremy managed to tie it right back up and is making sure that that lead is no more at this point. But right now, Duck with the pressure.
Yeah.
Doremy, why'd they place the O piece right there? They could have lived if they placed the I, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they had to use the eye to skim.
Oh, did
That's
they?
what happened.
Yeah, I might have just missed that, to be fair. And yeah, unfortunately, Doremy couldn't handle all of that pressure. Yeah, right now we just see both of them sending a bit of it at a time. No one... I was about to say no one in a bad position, but Doremy just out-timed right there by Duck, letting them take another win right there, getting a slightly bigger lead.
Yeah, Duck take everything here. A good amount of pressure coming out from Doremy, actually.
Yeah, it looked like Duck had some strong back-to-back there, but was forced to cancel, and this let Doremy get back-to-back of their own going, but it wasn't enough to actually kill, and Doremy has to cancel there. Duck does have a little bit of cheese to get down through it, but does so seemingly easily right there. And now is in a very nice position to start sending back right here.
Oh, and this back-to-back, Duck has to break it, but still a lot of pressure incoming for Doremy. Speeding up quite a bit.
Yeah, Doremy was struggling there for a second, but had an amazing downstack through all of that cheese. But I mean, looking at the other side, Duck has such a clean board. That is the board state of dreams, and then like it just allows you to burst so quickly. But Doremy is still living. Unfortunately, not long enough to get through all of it. And Duck is starting to get a bit of a lead here. Takes another win. We'll see what is Doremy able to pull off, trying to come back right here.
Alright. A lot there. Just gonna send the spike through. Bit of cheese. Right. But yeah, Duck is starting to build up the back-to-back chain. Doremy has a really messy board to deal with.
Well, cleans it up so nicely there, but a little too late. Duck with a massive spike, sending Doremy out to the stratosphere.
Yeah. I think there's a mishold involved there too. Doremy might have been able to live, but not quite.
I think the reason Dormy is struggling right now is a lack of DTs from what I've seen. Not getting those DTs in, and I think we're seeing that's the reason Duck is starting to get this massive lead at this point. Maybe
True.
Dormy needs to start building some more, but I mean right now they're doing really nicely. Duck struggling to downstack through all of it. Makes it to clean, but still has a bit of cheese to work through. But maybe just trying to keep that back-to-back, seeing if it's enough to actually kill. But, I mean, Dormy doing fine right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is... Like, Dormy's surviving really nicely here.
Yeah, has a bit of back-to-back built there, but not the cleanest board state right now. Duck is pressuring so much right there and takes another one right there. I feel like Dormy has like a strong grip like for a moment, but isn't able to get the kill fast enough, and then struggles to get down to a good enough position again, and that's where Duck is getting these wins from.
Mm-hmm. Dormy does seem like they're in a good... I was gonna say that, and then just the misdrops are just unfortunate. And Dormy just can't quite get it out. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Maybe if they were a little bit faster, they might have been able to get through it, but unfortunately the snail comes up once again, and now Dormy is in the hot seat, one loss away from losing this set and losing this tournament. And that spike by Duck just perfectly timed. Dormy was not in a position to cancel or downstack through it, and Duck takes this one pretty handedly. I feel like the score isn't as suggestive as how close it was, because Dormy was playing really strong but just struggled to get the kills in the end, and Duck manages to move on to top 6.
Mm-hmm. Dormy absolutely fought back as hard as he could, but yeah, in the end, Duck moves on to face. Duck faces
Promo, I believe.
Yeah, promo. Let's try to switch windows. Yeah.
But for now, we're going to be looking at Firestorm versus QMK.
What a classic matchup.
I love this matchup so much. I cannot get enough of it. I've seen it probably like over a dozen times in tournament, but I would gladly see it a dozen times more because it is a fun one for sure.